Hello and welcome. As you can probably tell, this video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a sketchbook tour video. Now bear with me here. I'm holding my phone in one of my hands, so that's why the camera may be a bit shaky. And I'm also doing this unscripted, so my English might be all over the place, but I am going to try my best to talk a little bit about each drawing and just, you know, have some fun with it because I'm not really a talker and I don't really like showing off my sketchbooks to family or friends. And now I'm showing it off to people who happen to see this video. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, I'm skipping a few pages. Okay, so this is the first drawing, duh. And it's one of my characters. You'll see a lot of my characters in this sketchbook because I love them. But her design has changed over the months, and as you can see, this is from 2 years ago, so it's pretty oldie. And I think I did sketch her new design in the sketchbook as well. But the story behind this one is that she is in a train and is going to see some family members of her, so she has to. Well, her boyfriend didn't really want to join, so she's texting him, and he said something along the lines of just be careful and stay safe, and therefore this little conversation. I honestly still really like this idea that I did. It's very cute, and I don't do environments or backgrounds that often, so yeah, I'm still very proud of that one. Okay, so here is another one with a background. His name is Lucian, and he's a gamer boy. I not the best with perspective either, but I do like the idea of this drawing. I want the light that hits, or the light that the TV hits to be in color and the rest grayed out. So I like the idea, but I think his room is pretty bland and honestly pretty boring, but the idea, like I said, is there. Yeah, it's not something that I'm very proud of, but I can appreciate this. It's cute. Oh. And this is Inari Duncan, another one of my characters, of course. And she owns her little bakery. So I was trying to design some logos for her bakery, which is named Cakesune. Cakesune, because foxes are her favorite animal. So here you have her in her little work uniform, and this was supposed to be, let me zoom in, the entrance of her store. Pretty simple, like I said, background's not really my thing, probably repeated it like 3 times already. Oh god. And then over here is just some sketches of her. She is one of my few plus-sized characters, and I do struggle drawing her at times, but I think it's worth it. She is a very beautiful little lady. And here we have an example of a drawing which has the thumbnails next to it and then the finished product. I was taught at school that you have to draw at least 3 to 5 thumbnails for a sketch idea. So I did do 3.5. I didn't like this one because these two are very similar, only this one was from a higher angle. And eventually I chose this one because I liked it. And as you can see, it's the finished product. And I should probably mention that he lives in a similar kingdom to Elsa from Frozen, so it's all like ice and such. And yeah, he's pretty pissed because he slams with one hand what's it called? Piano shut. Oh my god, piano is the same word in Dutch. A blackout. That will probably happen a lot. But yeah, his name is Zephyr, by the way. He's a demon lord. I'm not going to give a lot of context because I just wanted this. It deserves a whole video on its own. Anyway, next page is the Zodiac demon girls. Now, their designs have changed over the months as well as their stories, because most of them aren't even going to be girls anymore, because I decided to do it 6:6 ratio, so like 6 girls, 6 boys. Probably have uploaded a video about it already with the main character Samael, but I'm not sure. So this is the first 8, and here is the final four if you hadn't seen your Zodiac sign in the previous page. And here we have my character named Ivan Clinton. He just murdered a cow, who is a giant because it could jump over this fence. Like, the idea, again, was there. Execution? Not really. I do like it, though. It's probably something that I will once will we draw in the future. We'll see, maybe. I'm not sure. Alright, the next one is the old me. Well, the old persona of mine. Again, the thumbnails and the finished product. I chose this one because even though these two are very similar, I did like the hand sticking out a bit more open pose. And I'm still very proud on how I colored this one in, especially the lighting. And I do think that this washi tape, it's one of my favorites. I still have it laying here somewhere. Let me just fix it a little bit. There we go. And where was I? Yeah, I should probably mention that the reason why I changed my design is because I thought she was a little bit bland and she needed more color. You'll also see a some sketches of me trying to figure out the new design for my Sona. Oh. Okay, so here we have one colored page and one non-colored page. If you see this page in my sketchbook, it means that I want the focus to be on this page because I didn't like this page. Which is true, because the proportions on them are very off, and I do like these two a lot better. And I also like to make little notes to myself, to what I like or don't like about the drawing. And so here are, well, it's stiff and boring, and it's true, I can see why. I think, personally, that little notes to yourself can really help improve a drawing for the future, because I'm probably my own worst critic, so you'll see in more pages that I do this more often. And to me it's very helpful because, yeah, like to be strict to myself, I guess. Samuel's old design, very ugly. Next, please. Okay, so here we have some more characters, of course. She used to be a creepypasta OC, and a lot of people compare to her to other little kid creepypastas, especially Sally from the story Play With Me. I honestly don't see it, because if you don't know who Sally is also a little girl, but she has curly brown hair and a pink dress, while Blue Eyes, as you can see, has black, more straight hair and a blue dress. And I did use washi tape, and I still like how this turned out. Looks like a little cloud dress. And then here's some sketches of, some girls that I own. Okay, so this is some sketches of mothers from my OCs. Nothing really to note about it. I do like how it turned out with this page especially. And then here are some of my OCs as they would be in Squid Game. And Lucian would die in the cookie carving round because he would just eat cookie. And then we have Corey, the Virgo demon. She still exists, only her design has had a huge upgrade, and I do like her a lot more now. Then we have Serena and Ayala. I did draw Serena and Ayala in this book with their new designs, and they also, in my opinion, look way better than before. Oh, and if you see this, it means that I'm going to skip a page because it either has spoilers for my comic or the art isn't very suitable for the internet. Okay, so here we have some simple figure drawings and faces, and here we have a character of mine in Demon Slayer universe. Around this time, I believe that I finished reading the manga because I have the entire manga box, so I know how it's going to end. And I felt inspired to draw Lazuli as a Slayer, and especially with the washi tapes that I own, because her color scheme is mainly blues and golden, and I thought, yes, these do work. I am so sorry, I just cut myself up, but I want to say that these do work perfectly for her. That's what you get if you record with your phone with your thumb near the end button. Anyway, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Okay, so next, let's ignore this one because it was a failure, as you can see. And this one, on the other hand, very cute. Inari picking up some strawberries with her strawberry dress, being an absolute icon. I love her. And then we have Leroy with his girlfriend Kiara from the first page. Again, her design has changed. And here we have Lucian's more upgraded design. And I bought a light box around this time, so I traced it with the light box, and this is the end result. I do like this little interaction thing, even if it's just a silly little flip thing. I very much like it. I would like to do this more in whichever sketchbook I'm going to do next. And here we have another drawing that I eventually traced with the light box. So this is the sketch, and this is the finished product. And at first it was just her floating around in a white space with only some green dots. And then I decided to just add some washi tape to make it more oomph, I guess. I love her. Peyton Henderson. And here we have the Zodiac Demon girls interacting a bit. Very cute. And again, kind of the same pose, and I'm right, it's very much the same pose, actually. And she does look kind of high. And I think my personal favorite doodles of this one is this, because I don't know why, I can't explain it. And this one, because this is very relatable to me. I probably had to cut something again because it was a bit of a spoiler and I forgot to mark it with these. So, sorry for that sudden jump. But anyway, here we have the big three of the Cambions, so to say. They were the first 3 Cambions created by Tessellile. I know that I did make a video about Tessellile, but I don't remember what I exactly said about it. But they are going to be very important in the comic that I'm writing. And the funny thing is, only this one belongs to me. These 2 belongs to my friends. So Hestia is the oldest. Allison is the second oldest. And then Elias is the third, the youngest. And that's why they liked teasing him. I mean, he's a giant, but the girls don't care. Gotta tease your little brother, am I right? Look, here we have the new design of me. Oh, well, it's still the first draft, because as much as I really adore this drawing and the design, it was too much for me, so I simplified it eventually, as you could probably tell. So here we have some more doodles. It's not very, I know that a lot of people make multiple doodles if they do design a new character or new design, but I like to keep it more simple, and it's probably not the best thing to do as an artist, because you have to keep or have multiple choices and then maybe combine the ones that you like. But I'm not like the others. I'm sorry. Well, actually I'm not. I'm quite happy with this. I do like what I did here. I was kind of inspired by some scenes from the Spider-Verse with the more colorful things, so I was trying to do the same effect. And not very successful, but I still like it. Okay, so this is a very colorful page. I really like this one. I saw this on Instagram. Somebody just sticked a lot of sticky notes in one page and then drew one of their characters on it. I don't remember the name, but I do know that a lot of people do this. So I don't know if that was the original idea or not. But I wanted to do the same, and then over here I wanted to do a second one, but I just couldn't figure out which character that I wanted to draw on the blue and green. So I decided to do some doodles of a couple that I own. And their nickname is, or ship name is Lovebirds, because they have bird masks. And so here are just some simple doodles that I made. Nothing really much to say, they're just simple doodles. And again, this is still not Kiara's final form, by the way. And again, her interacting with Leroy. Honestly, their relationship is very cute, and I can't wait to develop it once the comic comes out. And here we have Maribel Basset, or Fala Ameris. She is, well, Maribel is possessed by Fala, and this is how Fala looks like. And this is her colored, and I can't really say a lot more about that. And here we have Hestia's badass demon form. Still very proud of how this one turned out, because Hestia's demon form is a pain to draw, but in the end, it's very worth to see the end result. And since she was the first Cambion, I can imagine that her demon form is more not really ugly looking, but unstable because of the burn wounds, and it's well, not burn wounds, but the skeleton sticking out where her wounds are approximately. And I still think it looks for a very cool design. I wasn't sure if I had to skip this one or not, but I'm not going to do it because she's wearing a bikini because she is at the beach, and her name is Layla, by the way. And I really like this little Polaroid that I drew. It's so cute, and even with the sunset. You know, sometimes you can be proud of your drawings, not all the time, but sometimes it's a hit. And here we have some facial drawings, I guess. I had these new pencils and I want to try them out. I don't do realistic art that often, and when I do it, I often not that happy with the end result, but I do really like this one that looks like Frankenstein from Monster High. I think let me zoom in. I think that she really is looking gorgeous. Can't say the same about the other three. And for the guy, I know what it is about me drawing realistic men, but their lips look so fake, and I just had to cover it up with the scarf because it looked very weird. We're not even halfway there. Oh, we are halfway there. Okay. And here we have some character designs, Vanessa Dermott and Caleb Harrison. Eventually changed his name to Caleb Bouchard because I thought that sounded better. And here we have more Little Dead Girls OCs who also used to be Creepypasta OCs. I can't really say a lot about Olivia because she is still very much a work in process. I forgot the word, I'm sorry. But I did write down some notes ideas that I have for her, but I don't know if I want this to be the cause of her demise. And this is Irene Anderson. Her design was first very different because she used to also be a blue-themed character, but since Blue Eyes is already blue, I decided to change her to purple because I thought it was also a very cute color for her. And I very much like this new design for her. And I still like how I did the shading and such. It's very cute. Oh yeah, I should mention that she died by sinking through ice during winter and then drowned. It's very sad, honestly. But that's what you get if you are looking at a sketchbook from a previous Creepypasta fan. Anyway, the newer designs of the Zodiac Demon Girls. And here we have the new design of Ayala, which I really love. Her new design is my favorite, probably, next to Corey, because obviously I love my own sign the best, which is Virgo. And here we have some random character doodles. So we have here a doodle of a kit that belongs to me and my friend, because both ROCs had her. Here we have a werewolf girl, succubus, parents of Lucian, a vampire, and a plant monster. And fun fact, the werewolf and the vampire are dating. I was kind of inspired by it's funny enough, I was inspired by Twilight for some reason, because you also, in every vampire versus werewolf movies, they're always against each other, and I was like, what if they're not? What if they're in love? And that's why I decided those two would be together. I haven't drawn them together, but I should probably do that. Some random doodles of me. I eventually did make this one into a digital painting, and I also still very much like this one because I actually wear glasses, but I do have contacts, but I often prefer drawing with glasses because it's just much easier for my eyes. And I think my persona also looks very cute with him. And it was very hot that day, so therefore the three last doodles. And then we have Maribel / Vala again. I forgot to mention that she can communicate with crows, and create crows, so that's why she's holding him. Okay, so here we have a Leroy page. I want to redesign his demon form, and since his ability is nature and plants, I wrote down what I thought pretty much belongs to nature and then crossed out those that I didn't want to implement in his design. And that's kind of the final result. Some simple doodles of some nature things, and then, throwing them into his design. And I'm still very sad about it because I didn't think the marker that I was using on the next page would bleed through, but it did, and it ruins it. It was also my favorite page. Anyway, here we have Vanessa's final design and her older sister Robin. Robin is very much still a work in progress. There you go again with the progress thing. But yeah, I can't really say a lot about these two. And here we have just an empty page, and then I bought these markers on my job because I thought it were beautiful pastels, and then the orange just ruins it because it looked like pastel too on the marker, but it isn't. And then I drew a little the Cancerian demon whose name is Imogen. And here we have Caleb Bouchard and Kane Bouchard. They're brothers, and that's all I can say. You will see them in the future, hopefully. And here we have some minor character changes in the design. Still need to figure out Elias' design, but Logan and Caroline do look much better now. Still not the final form, but the idea is definitely there. I just need to digitalize it one day. And then we have the earth signs as little demon chibis. And there we have the new one of the Capricorn. The younger Caleb, which is going to be important as well. Don't know, I think this was a failed doodle, so I crossed it out and made it a diamond. It's not, the final design is much different, honestly. A little doodle for a drawing that I uploaded on Instagram and DeviantArt, I believe. Maybe if I find the time during editing, I will post a finished product here. But yeah, these were some sketches for it. More Zodiac chibis. An empty page and Leo. Vanessa's demon form. Her demon form is probably one of my favorites because I think it just looks beautiful. And here we have her word associations because her ability is mind control. But I knew that I just had to make her a butterfly themed demon. I don't know why. And I honestly, I do know why, because I was inspired by Hawkmoth from the Miraculous Ladybug series, but I wanted to give my own twist about it and not really rip the series off, and just kind of also, you know, incorporate the butterfly effect. Oh god, effect a bit with her design. God, my throat hurts. I'm not used to talking for this long. Oh, here we have the air signs as little chibis. The water signs, well, 2 of the 3 water signs. And this is a little note that I made for myself. I never finished these chibi designs because then I decided to change up the entire concept of the Zodiac demons. And yeah, here's Samael. Don't like him. Well, the first design I don't like. Oh, I forgot 2 whole pages, okay. Oh, and this was for November last year. I did upload the finished drawings on my Instagram. And the reason why I sketched each day out was just so I could have an idea and just make the sketches more better on my iPad. And I did sketch them all out around October, so I was ahead of time because I know myself, I will forget days. And I just wanted to finish this challenge. So I did sketch them out in October, but I didn't start like finishing them up in my iPad until November. So each day I did finish up each character. Here are the others, by the way. 1 boy so far because I like drawing girls, but then again, who doesn't? I feel like most artists do prefer drawing girls over boys because, well, they're more fun to draw, in my opinion. And then we have a sketch for Lucian's reference. The rest are reference sketches. Lazuli, Leroy, Inari, and that's it for now. And then we have me trying to figure out the Zodiac Demons logo. I think I did end up with this one or something like these 2. I am not sure anymore. Maybe I will post a little drawing on here. Then we have I should mention that most if not all of my OCs live in this fictional town called Akuport, in which a lot of things has happened with like supernatural things, crime and such. It's a small town. It's supposed to be a beautiful town, and it has a lot of tourists and dark tourists. But yeah, you probably, if you live there, you know about the paranormal stuff and crime. So yeah, I don't know which town I should probably compare this to. I have no idea in fictional, but that's the idea. Maybe I'll make a video explaining Akuport more. Here we have another OC kit that I share with a friend, and she is Elias' daughter with Layla from previous pages. I'm not gonna find those pages again. If you hadn't seen those pages, you can find them yourself. I'm sorry, I'm a bit lazy now. And if you didn't know, I play Dead by Daylight, so I want to draw some of the characters. Now, I drew Hattie because Hattie is a lot of fun to draw, but she is not my favorite character. These four are my favorite characters. And I should probably mention that I do rather play Survivor than Killer. I don't play Killer at all, actually. Let me just zoom in on these girls and turn it around. So we have my four favorite survivors, like I said: Claudette, Jane, Michaela, and Fung. And I don't know why they are my favorite, but perk-wise, I do enjoy using their perks a lot as well. I am more of a survivor, like I want to escape no matter what. And more kitties that I made. I bought these stickers from a Dutch store and I just want to draw some characters based on it. And here we have Ayala again. I absolutely love her, like I said before, and the washi tape really do finish this drawing. Honestly, the camera isn't showing it correctly, but the color of her skin is very close to this washi tape. But yeah. Ooh, an empty page. Oh, here is the reference sketch for Isaac Young and Kiyoshi Honda. His hair eventually changed, by the way, because I didn't like it. And here we have, I skipped a page, I'm sorry. And here we have some family sketches and finished drawings for some of my characters. And this is the little sister of Leroy that you've seen before. And this is the little sister from another character that I own. And of course I drew Hera from Lore Olympus because I absolutely love her. And here we have me trying to sketch out Samael's new design. I knew that I wanted to make him more like Lucifer, as I wrote down here. And then I also used some words with of Yugas. And you'll see in a later sketch that I really like, or later drawing that I really like how he turned out. You'll see. And probably also the video that I uploaded before. And now this drawing is still my favorite probably of this entire book because, like I said, I don't play Killer, but I really like their designs. And the artist design is just chef's kiss. Mwah, beautiful. I had to draw her. And I absolutely love the shading, the lighting. It's just, oh, even till this day, it's probably going to be my favorite drawing until the day that I'm no longer in this plane of existence. But let's not think about that. Look at it. Beautiful. Sometimes I feel like artists aren't very proud of their drawings. And when we are, it's deserved. It's beautiful. It's, you know, sometimes you have to have that little win. And we have more character doodles. This one is not my character, but I absolutely love her. She's from a friend. And these two are my characters, and they're sisters. I don't know if the camera doesn't want to really show it clearly, but that's the drawing. And then we have Kiyoshi with his sibling, Kazumi. And they both deserved a better design because I didn't give them enough love. And then we have Kazumi here. I probably will change their outfits a bit more, but we'll see about that. And then here's some, I bled through. Serena and Samael. I absolutely love this page as well. It's so colorful. And I think I did them more justice with their new design rather than their old design. And then we have another Michaela drawing. and my Steven Universe OCs, because of course I also have Steven Universe OCs. They have changed because this one was supposed to be an emerald and this one was supposed to be an agate, but because emerald and agates have a canon design, I decided to change their gem, so to say. So we have citrine, tsavorite, and sodalite, and those are the only gem OCs that I own, I believe, that don't have a canon design in the show itself. Here we have another page of the character doodles. And more Lore Olympus. Absolutely hate what I did with Persephone's outfit. I didn't do her justice. Hecate, on the other hand, looks gorgeous, in my opinion. And I don't know, I could remember her having red eyes, but she doesn't have red eyes. And I looked, because I have the physical prints of the comic, I looked through it and she never had red eyes. And I don't know where I got the idea from that she had. But anyway, that's, that's how I drew her. And then a demon first drawing. I don't really like what I did with Lucian's hand, and I feel like it ruins the entire drawing, but the idea was there. And here we have Inari again, but with her girlfriend, Talia. Well, currently they are girlfriends, but they will marry, as you can see one day. Super adorable, I love them. And then we have another character of mine, whose name used to be Gloomy, but does she look gloomy to you? I don't think so. So I still have to figure out a new name for her, because she has an older sister whose name is Lovely. So they were used to be Lovely and Gloomy, and now they are known as the Sparkling Sisters. And I just still have to think of a nickname for her that suits her sister. But she is a magician, so you know, I'll figure it out one day, hopefully. And some Samael doodles, because he's a bastard and I love him. And I think once I develop him further and actually make the Zodiac comic too, I feel like a lot of people would relate to him. And then we have me as a Splatoon character, because around this time I decided to play the game and I absolutely loved it. And of course I would be an Octoling, because my character in the game is also an Octoling. And I don't know why I chose Octoling rather than an Inkling or Squid Kid. But I think it's because I do like the little squid forms from Octolings a lot better. It's such a stupid reason, but yeah. Let's continue. And here we have Kiara's newer design. And I was thinking about maybe giving her a kind of Y2K fashion, but simpler, but I didn't like it, so she got the grunge fashion that she had from the previous page that I drew in with Leroy, and she looks very cool, and here she is with her friend Samia. I love her. Well, I love all of my characters, but some have a special place in my heart. And here we have Ametrine. She is the fusion between Citrine and my own Amethyst. And I was so happy to learn that there isn't an Ametrine in the show, because I really want to make a character. And yeah, this is her. She is, I haven't think about the story about how those two met, and I gave Amethyst a very earthy design, but maybe one day I'll figure it out if I find the motivation to, let's say that. And here we have other Steven Universe characters of mine. Oh yeah, this one is also not in the show. This is an aventurine. An aventurine, yeah, which is a type of quartz according to the internet. And then we have a pink sapphire whose gem is on her pupil. I have two jades OC, a red one, even though the camera shows it as pink, and a yellow one, as you can see. And here we have Tsavorite again, Sodalite with lapis lazuli. My lapis lazuli would probably have the nickname Lazuli. So like the last part of the name. Just like my original character Leslie. And I have a mini Jasper, and of course I had to draw them as a little malachite. And that's it, I think. Yeah, I didn't draw anything else. Yeah, how should I end this video? It probably sounds a bit awkward, a bit stuttery and such, but this is my first time making a sketchbook video. And I really hope that you liked it. And maybe once I finish my other one, I mean, which will probably be about another 2 years, I'll make another one. And if you want to see that, I suggest that you subscribe, and that way you can easily see whenever that one comes out. God, maybe I should record the outro on my laptop as well, just to make it a little bit better. Anyway, that's it for me, and I hope you have a nice day or night, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!